You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
Right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it is officially a dumpster fire with the Chicago Bears. Yesterday morning, I did a video where we were talking about Caleb Williams and the entire nightmare that's become. And, of course, he's given shade to the offensive coordinator on the sideline, who, by the way, now no longer has a gig. Shane Waldron is out. And what I find hilarious about this is, look, he was sort of one of the guys in the offseason. Like the Patriots wanted to hire Shane Waldron instead of Alex Van Pelt, and he decided to go to the Bears. Now, I chronicled yesterday morning, I talked about the fact that I was not high on Caleb Williams coming out in the draft, and you know, there was some film on the record the other day where, I mean, he just held on to the ball too long. And, of course, everybody's blaming the offensive lineman, but look, in the National Football League, you got to throw the ball in 2.5 seconds or you're toast if you're just sitting in the pocket. And there were also some very elementary throws he just flat missed. But here we are today. Shane Waldron is without a job. Thomas Brown, who led the Panthers to a 2-15 record at offensive coordinator, is now the offensive coordinator. Good luck. And before we even get into Waldron's firing, how about this nice little report? Yesterday morning, I said, after we did not see the offensive line help Caleb Williams up off the field, and that sort of went viral, that those players are not big Caleb Williams fans. Well, guess what? They're not big Caleb Williams fans. A report came out after talking to a few people with knowledge of the situation. Players went to Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles about making a change at offensive coordinator. Now listen to this. There have also been a few veteran players requesting Tyson Bagent start. Think about that for a minute. The veterans can start and stop complaining. Yeah, but what about the fact that if they know they're blocking pretty well, okay, and half the sacks are on Caleb Williams, what about that fact? I mean, look, they may feel like, hey, we're doing a pretty decent job, but he's not running the offense. And we said, look, he's great off-schedule plays, but it's the on-schedule stuff you have to be able to run in the NFL or you will not make it. So here we are. And I said, he's losing the locker room. I'm told during the, quote, evaluation period, several unnamed players on the offense were adamant that Shane Waldron had to go. Boy, good. I mean, it is a dumpster fire. I mean, honestly, DJ Moore is one of the veterans. That's what I think, too. So, let's get back to Waldron's firing, right? He's out after just 9 games. The Bears have fired Waldron, replacing him with Thomas Brown. I assume Michael David Smith at PFT, but it came from Pelissero. I think I've got it up right here, right there. There's the official word. Wow. Brown previously held the title of offensive passing game coordinator, but now he'll take over Waldron's responsibilities and call the Bears' offensive plays. Good God, good luck. Something had to change in Chicago, where Caleb Williams has been disappointing as a rookie first overall. He played perhaps his worst game in Sunday's loss, totaling just 120 yards on 16 of 30 passing, losing 51 yards on 9 sacks. That's an average of 1.8 yards on 39 dropbacks. And, of course, here is him blatantly not being able to stand his offensive coordinator. Yikes. It's bad news. And then, of course, Schefter yesterday dropped this bomb on everybody.
But I would expect that there'll be some sort of change in Chicago on the offensive side of the football? Is that changing the play caller? Is that changing the quarterback and benching Caleb Williams for Tyson Bagent? I think all these things are being discussed in the building today, and ultimately the organization has to figure out what is the best course of action for this franchise to move forward and to protect everybody. Like you.
All right. DJ Moore cannot be happy right now. He can't be. And he's been, you can tell, sort of. I understand he's a wide receiver and the attitude there and yada, yada, yada. But like I said in yesterday's video, I had Jaden Daniels as the best quarterback coming out. And Caleb Williams was down the list for all kinds of reasons. One of the biggest ones is he didn't come across as a leader of men. I mean, plain and simple, all of his antics off the field. But it was one statistic, and that keeps coming back in my head. It's the fact that he was terrible against good defenses in college. He was absolutely awful against top 25 defenses, and when you get to the NFL, it's what? The best of the best. It's the best of the best. I think it's odd, too, that Cliff Kingsbury did not want to chase him to Chicago and rather wanted to go coach Jaden Daniels. I mean, Kingsbury was tied to Williams. Think about that a minute. And he was like, No, he almost went to the Patriots and the Raiders instead of the Bears. It's a bad look. I mean, again, reports that veteran players want Tyson Bagent to start. Remember when Caleb Williams wanted an ownership stake for whatever team drafted him? Guys, it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts what is going on in Chicago right now. It's an official dumpster fire. By the way, the coaching staff's not without faults. I mean, yeah, Shane Waldron probably should go, but it'll be very interesting to see what staff brings him on pretty quick, because I think he'll get a job, and I think he'll get a job pretty quickly. Not as an offensive coordinator necessarily. He may go back to being a quarterback's coach, but you get my point. And the other thing is, why is Matt Eberflus still around? Why is the coach still around exactly? If I'm a Bears fan, I'm sitting back and I'm very concerned that once again, you got the quarterback wrong and the organization is going to fail the quarterback. I think you already failed one. I was saying I don't get. I mean, my God, think about something a minute. You had the number 1 overall pick. You could have traded back into some kind of scenario where you might have ended up with what? Joe Alt and Malik Neighbors with Justin Fields as your quarterback? Yikes. That wouldn't look so bad right now, would it? Wow. Unbelievable. Tell me what you think. Make sure you hit subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.